Gmtv, MTV, AMTV, MTV, EV, MTV, AMTV. Gmtv, an acronym for Good Morning Television, now legally known as ITV Breakfast Broadcasting Limited, was the name of the national Channel 3 breakfast television contractor/licensee, broadcasting in the United Kingdom from 1 January 1993 to 3 September 2010. It became a wholly owned subsidiary of ITV plc in November 2009. Shortly after, ITV plc announced the program would end. The final edition of Gmtv was broadcast on 3 September 2010. Gmtv transmitted daily from 6 am with Gmtv's weekday breakfast magazine program Gmtv broadcasting until 8:25 9:25 on Friday, followed by Gmtv with Lorraine Monday to Thursday, until the regional ITV franchises took over at 9:25 am. In later years, the switchover was practically seamless and the station was surrounded in the most part by ITV Network continuity on either side of transmission. Consequently, most viewers perceived Gmtv simply as a program on ITV, however, until the complete buyout by ITV plc. It was essentially an independent broadcaster with its own news gathering operation, sales and management teams, and in-house production team. Gmtv also broadcast its own children's programs, independent from CIT, until the program Boohbah was cross-promoted on both sides, with different credits for each. History. Creation. Gmtv won the license for the Breakfast Channel 3 franchise from 1993, outbidding the previous license holder, TVM, in the 1991 franchise round for £34 million. The station was backed by LWT, STV Disney, and the Guardian Media Group. Gmtv promised a cheerful morning, and with more information termed the F Factor. A new children's news bulletin was to be broadcast at 7:20 am every morning, while at 8:50 am during the week, a new female-led format was also planned. Carlton bought a 20% stake in the consortium in November 1991. Gmtv was originally intended to be called Sunrise Television, but as Sky News breakfast programming also went by that name and did so until 2019, Sky protested, resulting in the change of name. In May 1992, Gmtv was criticized after unveiling its plans for a more family-orientated format with business and city news being dropped. Director of Programs Liz Howell stated, "The structure of the program will be fundamentally different from TVM. It will be a rolling program with two presenters in which the news will be long or as short as the news dictates. It's in a sense a news program, but it's a very soft news agenda, although if there is a big story we will ditch everything and cover it better than TVM would have." Gmtv also turned down an offer from David Frost to continue with his Sunday morning program, instead choosing to introduce a new leisure program about family matters, as it believed TVM flung its audience away on Sundays. Broadcasting. 2000s phone-in scandal. In April 2007, BBC One's program Panorama made claims that Opera, a company dealing with Gmtv's phone-in competitions, were finalizing shortlists of potential winners long before lines closed, which resulted in viewers wasting an estimated £10 million a year since April 2003 on entering premium rate phone competition. Paul Corley, managing director of Gmtv, said, "I'd just like to apologize for everything that's gone on. Gmtv had trusted Opera, but the fact is it appears 2 or 3 people at this telecoms company were taking it upon themselves to do this even without the knowledge of the management." This contradicted claims made by Panorama that in 2000, 2 senior executives resigned, Controller of Enterprises Kate Fleming and Managing Director Paul Corley. On 24 September that year, Opera was fined £250,000, while Gmtv was fined £2 million by Ofcom, who stated, The breach is constituted a substantial breakdown in the fundamental relationship of trust between a public service broadcaster and its viewers. The breaches were extremely serious, as they involved GMTV pledged to refund a total of £35 million to all viewers affected. A month later, the Serious Fraud Office took the decision to review the evidence from Ofcom into the phone-in scandal. An SFO spokeswoman said following media reports and some complaints received from the general public about GMTV's use of premium rate telephone services, "We are in touch with Ofcom, although no SFO investigation is underway." Furthermore, the SFO will await the outcome of Ofcom's investigation into ITV use of premium rate telephone services. On 10 March 2008, the Serious Fraud Office decided not to investigate the phone-in scandal, stating it did not meet its criteria for an investigation. 2008-9. A major overhaul of GMTV output took place during the summer of 2008, resulting in part from the loss of viewers to new competition from other digital channels, and to counter criticism that its output had become too lightweight. Redby Media was brought in as a consultant, with a view to refreshing the station's on-screen look, which had changed very little since 1993. ITV and Disney agreed a £4.05 million investment to modernize the production of the program, including new equipment such as Avid editing suites. This then led to the relaunch of GMTV on 5 January 2009, introducing Emma Crosby and Kirsty McCabe, who themselves replaced Fiona Phillips and Andrea McLean. In July 2008, it was announced that McLean would quit working on GMTV to focus on her role on Loose Women, to share the permanent host job with Jackie Brombles. On 31 December that year, McLean left GMTV after 11 years as a weather presenter. Phillips left GMTV on 18 December that same year, after 12 years as its main presenter. She told viewers that leaving was one of the hardest decisions I've ever made. ITV plc ownership